I know the reason why we chose to say goodbye, but I can't help my feelings. Right now, I can't deny you never left my mind, and now my heart is bleeding. Why did I have to break it up? Guess I was just a young girl living in a dream world. I thought that I'd be better off, but now I pay the price. I do. I don't know how to forget you. I can't forget you. You're always on my mind. I do the things that I should do, so I can't forget, but you're always on my mind. Thought you'd be gone by tomorrow, but you're still there tomorrow, and the next day, the next day. I wish I wouldn't remember how you make me feel better in the best ways, the best ways. When I lay down at night, I miss you by my side, telling me about your secrets. I dream and fantasize that I come by your house, telling you about my regrets. Why did I have to break it up? Guess I was way too shallow, my mind was way too narrow. I thought that I'd be better off, but now I pay the price. I do. I don't know how to forget you. I can't forget you. You're always on my mind. I do the things that I should do, so I can't forget, but you're always.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
Hello, hello. Now it's working. All right, apparently had to reboot it. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Let's do this all over again. Twin, welcome. Kamel, welcome. Phoenix, thank you for your donation. Hello, Piggy, thank you for your donation. Kamel, thank you for your donation. And Crystal, thank you for your donation. Ritaj, Renee, we got Diane, we got Andrew, we got L. Michaels, we got Sky. So apparently the microphone took a dump. So the microphone took a dump, and now we're back. Now we're back after technical problems. Apparently, that's outside of our control. But yeah, there was entertaining, to say the least. I got to say, that was entertaining indeed. Anyway, Phoenix starts us off with a general read. And I did actually check this before I started, and it was working. But then it took a dump, and then I had to redo some things. But, you know, that's the way life goes sometimes. Sometimes the mic works, sometimes the mic takes a dump. You never know what you're going to get. Anyway, General, right? Phoenix. We're using the Northern Animal Tarot for this. Page of Cups, Queen of Cups, and it's a lot of emotional things happening, a lot of emotional types of things going on with you basically right now, right? Phoenix seems to be an emotional time for you. Page of Cups. It's almost like that you're encountering some things that you're not quite prepared for, maybe not fully 100% ready for or anything like that. Definitely have some challenges as it goes through. Page of Cups into the Queen of Cups. It's almost like some things we're taking that a little too seriously. Maybe things are a little too intense, a little too on the nose. I mean, you know, sometimes you just have to just relax and take things as they come. There's also kind of an overreaction card as well as not accepting some things in addition to that. Four of Cups is interesting because we do have all of these cups. One of the big factors here is just sort of the Queen of Cups, meaning everything is embroiled with emotion. We have a lot of emotion sort of coming, sort of in there and sort of trying to abide by what they're telling us, right? But in the meantime, we're not accepting of all of it. Maybe we're rejecting pieces, rejecting parts. And basically, it's don't just overreact to things. Don't get too emotional about things. Let things sort of, you know, go with the flow sometimes as far as that happens. And the biggest factor is that just you can't pick and choose what happens. A lot of times you're just going to have to accept what happens. You're going to have to go forth and you're going to make the best of what you can with what you have, right? But it is sort of an emotional thing. I think you're broiling up to a place that is going to be interesting in the future, as that is. Sarah, welcome to the stream. Hello, Piggy. Well, me and my sister hear good news in a few days about our 2 apartments. If I'm going to get some good news, I am going to get this deck right here. What is this deck, you ask? It is the Waterfall Tarot. The Waterfall Tarot will let us know about the apartment. It'll let us know what is going to happen with all of that good stuff. The Waterfall Tarot is the one that I made. It's the invention of my own. It's the tarot that I had to make because it must be done. It must be done. You can't really take it as it is. Okay. All right, sister, good news, a few days, 2 apartments. That's sort of interesting there. 10 of Pentacles is the good news. I think that is a lot of the good news that you're sort of waiting for in that realm, right? The 10 of Pentacles is the happy home. It is a little bit of the good news factor. I think one of the important things is we have 2 apartments, and we have sort of a mixed message as it goes through here as well, right? The 10 of Pentacles does say, I think one apartment works out a lot better than the other. One apartment is vastly superior than the other. Sarah, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. But yeah, the 10 of Pentacles says one works out. The other one, however, it's almost like we have stiff competition for it. We're trying to get this apartment. We have a lot of other people that are trying as well. We have a lot of competition. We have a lot of moving factors. There could be things preventing us from getting the second apartment, but it almost feels like one apartment is a cinch. It's a done deal. It's not going to be a problem at all. But the other one, not so much. I mean, the other one does have some factors within there. I would say that there's some change involved. right? Death says change. Death says things are going to be a little bit different. Kamel, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. And the Nine of Swords says there is concern about that second apartment. If that is really going to work out, if that is going to be something that we can do, if that is going to be something that we can score. So basically, there's some modifications. I'm not saying you don't get the apartment at all, right? I'm just saying that there is some change, some alterations. Maybe it's a different apartment that we can get. Maybe it's a different cost. Maybe the apartment that we want is not available and we need something slightly different. But there is some conflict. There is some competition possibly for that. And the Nine of Swords, there's concern about actually scoring that, getting that, and sort of getting in that mode and getting it done, right? So yeah, I'm going to say one is a setup, one is a layup, not going to be a problem. The other one may need some modifications, a little modification before we can sort of get in and go full steam ahead on that particular one. Leo, Sun, and Bardman, welcome to the stream. How y'all doing tonight? Sorry about the sound issues, but life happens. Life happens indeed. Kamel has double shot read. The first Kamel read is a general. A little bit of a general, and then we're going to be moving back to Philly or whatnot. Is that a plant? That is a plant indeed. That's one of the fake plants from IKEA. I thought it'd be kind of interesting to stuff over in the corner. One more thing, because it's actually a nice background, because if you move it, that's not as prominent as if you put this here, and now that dark background gives a contrast that I need for the viewer count. So that's kind of my thing. That, you know, Renee, you got to invent. You have to invent, create. You have to modify and do some things a little bit differently sometimes. And you know, that's what I'm doing. I got the new deck intro, and I got the all the fancy stuff. I got the new background. I mean, you know, we're changing it up. Changing it up just a little bit. By the way, changing it up, speaking of that, we're doing the Taylor Brins, the Feline Arcane deck that we just did an unboxing of. I gotta say, I'm pretty excited about this deck. I love it. It is black and white, and it is magnificent. Her drawing skills are next level for sure. Back to Kamel, a general read. How's that gonna be? Venus, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. You are looking at restrictions. It's almost like either work, right? I really think this has to do with either work or the environment that you're in, not being able to get what you want, what you need, not be able to wrap things up. I think you've been trying to close some issues for quite some time. In fact, I think that has been on your mind. Get things closed, get things done, get things handled, right? A lot of these things, these threads are just going. They keep going and going. And it feels like they're just never going to end. And a lot of times you sort of feel like this is something that you can change, or you can modify, or you can do something with. But again, we have restrictions in that. Good news is, I think within the next 30 days, 35 days, restrictions are going to be lifted quite a bit. We do have a fantastic movement card right here, right? You're looking at moving. You're looking at getting into the next big thing. You're looking at trying to get into basically, again, close out some of these issues. And I think the restrictions are going to be lifted. You have a lot better chance to get that done, because the magician, right? Your power place, your power mode is going to be available once more, and it's going to be a lot better for you to sort of launch forward, get it done, and try to get some of those things closed out. So there's your general read. And we have another Kamel read. We have a Kamel double shot tonight. Kamel wants to know, will it be moving back to Philly or not? We just had a movement card, which I think is interesting. I would not mind getting another movement card. That's going to tell you, right? Get a little movement card followed by the Hermit, maybe a 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, something exciting. Something exciting would be great right here. I'm telling you now. Come out. Find out if you're going back to Philly or not. What is going to happen with all of that good stuff? Oh my. Okay. We have a little bit of that. We have the delay, and then the move card. This is nice. This is nice indeed. This is crystal clear. I'm telling you now. Kolzaya. Oh my, it's been a long time. Welcome to the stream. It is good to see you. Oh man, there's a delay, basically, right? Kamel, you've read the book, you've read my book, you know this is a delay, this is planning. It's almost like more planning, more preparation needs to be done to get this happening because there is a bit of a delay, there is a bit of a holdback in order for us to do that. Overall, I'm going to say a thumbs up. Yes, thumbs up. Because we do have a movement card at the end, the card that we had just seen, in fact, it says we are going to be able to move to Philly. This could be tied into those restrictions that we saw, right? Andrew, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. We could be tied into some of those restrictions that we had just seen. I think that's kind of interesting. Crystal, thank you for your donation. Justice says that once things get balanced, and I think it's money, basically, right? It is money, it's time, it's opportunity. Once these things line up, finally, you're going to be able to move. So I'm going to say yes, but there's more planning needed, there's more time needed, there's more delay needed. Maybe we need to save up more money. Maybe we need to coordinate. Maybe we need to do some of the planning that was sort of indicated in that. But I'm just saying, basically, that looks like something that's going to be pretty exciting for you to get going and get moving, literally get moving as per that goes, right? All right, let's go back to the Tarot Tower, by the way. Tarot Tower, what do you want, Tarot Tower? What do you want to give me today? I think the Tarot Tower is in the mood for a little Tarot in Wonderland. You know, this is a nice little deck. I love this. Any Barbara Moore stuff, you got to have it. I mean, that's just an instant purchase for me. I got to say that. Now, anyway, Crystals in Pain wants a Generala for the next month. So it is coming up on July. We got July news is already posted. You will see that on July 1st, my friends. And then we got the July forecast for all 12 signs. I still got to do that. I've been lazy. I've been super duper lazy, but I'm going to get that done hopefully soon because July 1st is like a couple of days away. Anyway, general for the next month. You're looking at the Seven of Cups. A lot of the options that have been closed down to you, maybe from work, maybe from the socialization, social life and whatnot, are really sort of there again. I think some of these options that were there in the old days are going to be back. They have made a return. We have made some excitement. We have made some adventure as they go. The Seven of Cups says, let's do that. Let's give that a try. We have a lot of other options. A lot of things open up and a lot of things we can choose from. Again, I think that is with work, right? We have more work opportunities. We have more socialization opportunities. Kozaya, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Temperance says that July does balance us out a bit, which is what we needed, because I think we have definitely been thrown off for many, many months. We need things to come into balance. We need things to come back into play that weren't into play. Some things that just weren't there that were previously there sort of come up and give us these opportunities. But Temperance says things balance out and new directions, new ways of doing things sort of come into view, right? Again, more options and more opportunity to use those options as well. That's pretty exciting. You're not going to be able to use everything. This is the Lord of Illusionary Success. What does that mean? I mean, sometimes some of these options aren't exactly available. Some of these options may be a little bit on the challenge side. And that's what you see with the Eight of Swords. Some of these things do look viable, do look like decent options, but at the end of the day, they're not something that we can grab, not something that we can take a hold of and sort of go into the next thing with, right? So you're going to have to sort of ease up with it. You're going to have to understand that not everything is as it looks as we sort of move into the July frame, but at least we have more options. That's a huge thing sort of coming out with that. Sarah, is anything I need to know? Yes, there is. It's your turn for reading. That's what you need to know, Sarah. That's all that you need to know, Sarah. That's really it. We can use the Bumbleberry Hollows for this. I like it. I do love me some bumbleberries. Bumbleberry Hollows makes the day. It makes the grade. It makes the grade. I mean, I'm just saying, I was so excited about getting this in the first time. In the first place, I was so excited about getting this deck, and I got to say, it does not disappoint It does not disappoint at all. So, there you go. All right. So what's the vote? So, Renee, what's the vote? Plant or no plant? I do like it here because sometimes there's like a really bright area. And if you have like a really bright area with my cloth and stuff, all of a sudden it looks like that and you can't really see it. You know what I'm saying? But when you jam that damn plant up there, then look at that. Look at how crystal clear that is. I'm just saying. It serves a purpose, right? Okay. I'm just asking. I am just asking. All right. Anything you need to know, Sarah? Queen of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and Two of Wands. Sarah, there's some things you're good at and some things you're bad at. Okay? Some things you're great at. Some things that Sarah just plows the way, makes the grade. Some things Sarah just absolutely makes everything happen, gets the magic on, and is just like the star of the show. And then there's things you suck at. There's things that you suck at, right? And those are sort of like the Six of Wands is making the grade, making all these things. And I think that you have to realize that you can't specialize in everything. This is a situation that a lot of times we need to focus on our specialties, hone them, make them good, make a great effort, make a great grade at a particular thing instead of being mediocre at everything. So, Sarah, you need to pick your battles, basically, right? Two of Wands domain. What is your domain? What is it that you're good at? What can you present to your job? What can you present to the world that is going to be exciting, adventurous, and something that everybody wants to see versus being mediocre at a lot of different things? What can you focus on to be great at? And it's the great things that you can present to the world that will get you the job, that will get you these opportunities, that will get you a lot of just sunshine and just happiness within what you're trying to do at the same time. Anyway, that's what you need to know. Leo Sun OA, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you as well. All right, we're done with the Bumbleberry Hollows. I'm just saying, that's a great deck. That's a great deck. Should I start looking for a new job? Speaking of jobs, we need some money. We need the fat cash, and Venus is no exception. Venus wants to know, if I've searched for a new job, will it be successful? Is this something that I can do? Is this something that I can need? You know who knows? The Gregory Scott knows. The Gregory Scott knows. And Stacy knows too. What is going on, Stacy? How you doing tonight? Good to see you as always. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate all y'all being here, especially Nakona coming in with $1.99. Nakona, thank you for your donation. All right, Venus. Looking for a job. Is that going to be something that we can do? We should do. Should we do? King of Wands, Two of Swords, and the Hierophant. That's a yes. That's a thumbs up. No two ways about that one. I'm telling you now. That is a disturbingly good thumbs up as far as that concerned. King of Wands. Yes. You have the fiery aspect. We need a little flame. We need, like Johnny from the Fantastic Four, flame on. We need some of that. As far as it goes. King of Wands is to use your ability. Get out there, search and seek. Two of Swords. You want to find that job that is going to be there. I think the job that you really need is kind of hidden. It's a little bit in the weeds. It's something that you do need to dig out. You need to tease out a little bit. Sort of looking at that, trying to find that, searching and seeking. That is going to be your basically what you need to be doing. Basically, here's the one card that kind of seals the deal, right? The Hierophant, the bigger company. You do want to work for a little bigger company. I don't think that you want to work for some small company they just started last week. I don't think that kind of stinks for you. I'm just saying, kind of stinks for you. Get the big company, work for something big, something major, get the full-time job. Hierophant says go for it. Do that. By the way, that's entertainment purposes only. Never look for a new job based on a fat man reading your cards on the internet. You know this, Venus. I know this, Venus. Everybody in chat knows it, especially Andrew. He wants to let go of some pain and don't use the thought. That's a good choice. Andrew knows if you want to let go of some pain, the Thoth is probably not your best match. I mean, that's not going to be your soulmate. The Thoth, I'm not saying the Thoth is bad. but the thoth gives it to you kind of raw. And if you're looking to avoid some pain, maybe the thoth isn't the number one choice, looking to relieve some pain, the Playful Heart Tarot. That's going to be basically the de facto deck that you're going to reach for in that case. Playful Heart Tarot, relieving some pain. You know what I mean? Relieving some pain. There you go. Sarah says, I'm in love with your reading. Well, Sarah, I'm in love with you. They come to pass 98% of the time. That's some good odds. That's some good odds. I mean, I might want to play the lottery on them odds. I'm just saying. I am just saying. All right, Andrew, advice on letting go, releasing, getting to the next level. What is going to be the dealio with that? Oh, Justice. Yeah, man, we're focusing too damn much on it, aren't we? Andrew, why are you focusing so much? And why are you focusing so much of your time on this? Why? Why are you focusing so much time, Andrew? I can see it in the cards. I can see it in the cards. You're focusing some thoughts. You're focusing on that. You're having it. You're having nothing but that. Feels like justice. Things were done wrong on you. They got it and they slapped you in the head with it and they did you wrong. Somebody did you wrong. Injustice was there. It caused you to have to make some choices. It caused you. It's like, oh man, it feels like I need to choose between something now. Maybe I can kick somebody in the shin, or maybe I can do something else, but I have to make a choice. It feels like you were forced into something you didn't want to be in. And it did affect you emotionally. I'm not saying it didn't. It did indeed affect you emotionally. And you're like, that wasn't any good at all. But you just kind of got to deal with it, basically. 8 of Cups. Okay. You need to part ways with 2 things. Whoever did you wrong, what kind of a thing that happened, you definitely need to decide how important is this idiot that did this? How important is this idiot to me that did this? Can I be better off without this human being in my life? That could be a choice. I'm just saying the 2 of Pentacles, that could be a choice. 8 of Cups says you need to release 2 different things. Second thing, you got to release this pain. Focusing on it ain't going to make it any better. Like worrying about it ain't going to make it any better. In fact, there's not much you can do that's going to make it any better. So you need to just release it. Let it go. Do some grounding exercises, and just let it release. Let it flow. Gorgeous. Thank you for your donation. 8 of Cups, you got to abandon it. You got to walk away. You have to walk away. And sometimes that's damn difficult to do. It's really difficult to do, but you got to do it, right? It's like try not to think of a pink elephant. You're going to think of a pink elephant, but, sometimes you got to get some distractions. You got to move on. And don't take it as emotionally as well. I think that'll do a little bit better. These are obvious things, but I'm just saying. That's what the tarot says. The tarot says you got to release, you got to move on, you got to wake up and smell the proverbial coffee, as that would say. I'm just saying. Just saying. Anyway, all right. Let's see. What would Stefan say to me right now? Stefan would say to you that go to the tarot tower. That's what Stefan would say, and grab the little Buddha tarot. That's the one. This is Stefan's deck. This is actually Stefan's deck. This is literally, Stefan contacted me yesterday, and he said, Tio, the little Buddha tarot is my official deck. And I said, okay, well, then we're going to use it next, we're going to use it next time. That's all right. That's all right indeed. Okay. Krista, what would Stefan say to me right now? Oh, man. Hopefully something decent. Hopefully they're not going to say anything bad. I don't know. I don't know, but the little Buddha tarot knows. Little Buddha tarot says, 7 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles. Oh, the work. Okay, here's what Stefan would say, if I can get in a Stefan voice. The work, the time, the work, the effort was okay. It was okay. Maybe things didn't go exactly as planned. Maybe things weren't aligned. Maybe the stars weren't aligned in the way that we needed them to be. But it's all about going the way that we need to go. Because I'm saying, we need to, going different directions may sometimes be the best place to be, may be the best solution, may be the best chase to make, because we both have choices in this. And the choices, we work together. We can work together with this. The Seven of Pentacles, the work done was okay. The work done was advantageous. This is something that does need a little bit less action than normal, but later on is going to be the time of action. It's going to be the purposeful action. It's going to be the place that we need to do the action, right? The Ace of Wands says there's some things needed to be done still. The work involved that we did before is good. It's okay, but choices are here now. We need to make the proper ones. And if that is being apart, then that could be exactly what needs to happen. Anyway, that's what the cards say. I don't know, Stefan. That's what the cards say, though. So let's go with the next question. What do we got going on? Keziah is here. Keziah, it has been months. It has been months. I'm glad to see you, I got to say. Keziah, I'm very happy to see you because we're going to the Tarot Tower. We're going to get a special deck just for you. A special deck just for Keziah to welcome Keziah back from a long vacation. We're going to go with this one. We're going to go with this one. This is Keziah's deck right now. This is an official Keziah deck, the Mons Tarot. That is going to be where it is at. Where it is at indeed. So Keziah wants to know, what are the Aquarius' feelings to me? Hopefully they're good, because you've been gone a little bit. I'm so happy to see you. I'm hoping you get a good read. I'm hoping that they're just excited. Ace of Cups, Three of Wands, Four of Cups. May not be exactly the best thing. I'd say overall that's a thumbs up though. That's an overall thumbs up. What are the Aquarius' feelings towards me? Deepika, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. I would say the feelings are a bit mixed. I think they at first, they had very good dynamic. Things blended perfectly. Things blended well. There was a lot of excitement in the air. There was a lot of things happening. It feels like that at first there was that initial boom, that initial sort of, playfulness. And that's what we see across the read is a lot of playfulness, a lot of relaxation, a lot of good things as it goes. And the Ace of Cups sort of points to that, right? We have a good first reaction. Three of Wands said over time, though, the Four of Cups, over time, maybe things aren't as 100%. I'm not saying they went away. I'm saying things weren't as 100%. Things weren't as intense. Things weren't as curious. It almost got to be a little bit more normal, a little bit more settled down, right? Is this something that is detrimental to that? No, I don't think so. I think that they have some good feelings still, but it's more of a normalized, settled down, brought down a level as it goes into sort of the Four of Cups. I like some things, I don't like others. Maybe I see some red flags. Maybe I see some good things, a type of mixture with that. But definitely a mixture of feelings, a mixture of possibilities with this particular person. And overall, I think it works out well. I think this person has a lot of great potential, and I think it's really cool. We just don't have the intensity that we used to, right? Basically, that's the read. That is the read that I got for that. Well, Keziah, I hope that resonated. Thank you again for hanging out with us. I appreciate you. All right. Will Dave A. leave his current post at my department? Is Dave A. on the way out for this one? For this one, let's use the Tarot of the Divine, my friends. It is divine indeed. It is divine indeed. We need to know if Dave's going to get the hell out. I think that's the idea. Getting Dave out of there, getting Dave exiting. Leo, maybe that's a thing. Maybe that's a thing. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Are they leaving? The Sun, the Moon, the Temperance, and the Chariot. That's a yes. Okay, I can tell you exactly when they're leaving, actually. I can tell you exactly when they're leaving. I think 1 month and 4 days. 1 month, 34, basically 34 days. is what I think is the time that Dave A will leave his current post at my department. I'm just saying that, Leo, we're going out on a limb, Leo. We're stretching out on that limb. We're going way out on the outskirts of this limb, and hopefully we don't fall off. I'm just saying. We got the sun and the moon, okay? Now think about this. We got sun, moon, temperance, chariot. Number one, we got all majors. That basically means something big's going to happen. Maybe they have another opportunity. Maybe they're sort of leaving for medical reasons or whatnot, but they are definitely exiting. The sun and the moon points me to 30 days. That is the sun and the moon. It's a cycle. It's a full cycle. It's a full month, right? And then we have the 14 over here of temperance. I think you combine them, we get about 34 days. That's basically me, right? So yeah, and then we have the chariot, the exit, the movement card, getting the hell out, Dave exiting stage left, maybe riding fish, maybe not. I mean, I don't know. If you're going to ride fish, go ahead and ride the trouts, apparently. But yeah, I think we have this interesting mix of information. I think this is pretty exact. In fact, I'm going to put this on my Patreon for behind the readings, I think, and get a little action on that, explain a little bit more how the cards work together on that. Anyway, if you're not a member of my Patreon, by the way, link in the description. I almost have 70 people following me. That's crazy. That's crazy. If you want to support me, you're like, I'd love like 20 hours of drawing tutorials. I'd love to see all the news early with no ads. I'd love to see behind the readings. I'd love to get all the handouts for all the lessons, etc., etc., etc. Anyway, all right. Yeah, like and subscribe. Did I not spam like and sub yet? Okay, well, there it is. In the meantime, we got some scratch offs and we need to figure out which one to get and how to get it. Obviously, Gorgeous is new here. Well, Gorgeous, I am glad that you drug your gorgeous ass in here to my stream. I'm pretty happy. I got to say, I'm pretty happy. Gorgeous, look at this. You go for some Gorgeous, you go for some scratch offs, right? That's what Nakona's going to do. All you have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gorgeous, that's going to get a couple of scratch offs. That's fine. Those will get a couple of scratch offs. But Gorgeous, we want the big money. You snap your fingers, Gorgeous. Look at that. You snap your fingers, you got a lot more money for scratch offs now. Nakona's going to go out and make 20, 40, 60, 80, $100 in scratch offs. It's real money. They're going to make all this money in scratch offs. I'm just saying. By the way, I'm a magician, so that's why I do weird stuff. Anyway, all right. Will I win some good cash? Now, entertainment purposes only. Never, ever, ever play scratch-offs based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet. It's not a good deal. That's not a good deal at all. You could lose a lot of money. I'm saying you could sit there and spend a lot of money and then you're going to blame me and sue me. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's entertainment is what it is. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get some scratch-offs going. Get some scratch-offs going. Nakona needs some scratch-off info. Just saying now. I'm just saying now. We need to find out. By the way, we're using the Thoth deck for this in case you didn't see the massive graphic that I just had up there. All right. Decent cash. Decent cash. Decent cash. I'm going to go with thumbs down. Let's see if we can change that, though. Let's see if we can modify this a little bit. Crystal, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate it. Let's see if we can modify this a little bit. There are scratch-offs that have a lot of red in them and have discs, lines, discs, and red. Those are going to be the scratch-offs that you want. The purple scratch-offs, the ones with the crossed lines, I don't think is going to do you any good. Basically, I don't think that's going to do you any good. I would focus on the red and the one that have the discs right here, because the discs are important. She is reseeding a very barren place. She is pregnant. She is going to be delivering a child. Anything that is children, discs, and red especially is going to be your winning scratch-offs. There's going to be some good scratch-offs to play. Leo Sun, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. Overall, I wish you luck, my friend. Nakona, I want you to get that fat cash. You need the fat cash. Hopefully, that will lead you in the direction of getting a little more of said fat cash, right? Said fat cash. All right. Gorgeous is finally up. Gorgeous is like, man, I donated like a year ago. Where the hell is my reading? Gorgeous, welcome to the show.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
Gorgeous, go watch yesterday's stream where I had 50 donations. Go watch 5 days ago where I had 55 donations. It gets hectic in here, Gorgeous, but I'm glad that you're here. You know, we got magic tricks, we got wild things, we got graphics, we got fun sounds, we got effects, we got tarot reads, we got a stupid plant. We got a lot of things happening over here, Gorgeous, and I hope you like your stay. You know, I hope you hit that subscribe button already, Gorgeous, because Gorgeous, you know what the hell we have over here? Gorgeous, we have the only tarot news program on the freaking internet. We go over all the cards. We don't pick the ones that we liked. We pick all of them. I tell you about everything that's coming. I tell you what to pre-order. I tell you what's on sale. I tell you when everybody has a sale and what to get, where to do it, and how to do it. All of that stuff. We have an endless supply of lessons on here. We have an endless supply of videos. I think we have 1,700 freaking videos. I'm just saying, we do live every single night. This is a place to be, Gorgeous. And after all of that, Gorgeous, if I haven't convinced you, let's do your read. Let's do your read, my friend, because you want to know if the Scorpio is going to leave you the hell alone. And if we're going to do that, if we're going to leave somebody alone, I'm just saying, we're going to leave somebody alone, we're going to leave them alone with the Light Seers Tarot. Because the Light Seers Tarot is the way, it's where you need to be. It is where you need to be, okay? All right. They're going to get out of here. They're going to leave you alone. Or they're going to exit stage left. I'm just saying, a hermit would straight up turn me on at this point. 10 of Pentacles, Death, and the Page of Swords. That's a thumbs up. Look at this, Gorgeous. You waited all year. You waited a decade, and I think you got the reading that you needed. I think they're going to leave you the hell alone. 10 of Pentacles says they were trying to force something that they shouldn't be forcing. You know, some people just get a little too excited, a little too worked up maybe. They try to force a situation that doesn't need to be forced, that's not going to be beneficial to anybody. It just seems that they're a little too much, right, Gorgeous? A little too much. A Scorpio is a little too emotional about things, a little too much. Death and Rebirth said they're going to change their ways a little bit. I think that they have basically a profound moment, not literally, but they have a profound moment. They said, you know, this is not really worth pursuing. This is not really worth pursuing at all. And the Page of Swords, so they cross that precipice into the next thing. Basically, they're going from this cliff to this cliff. I don't know if you can see it or not. Gorgeous. This is your read. I want to zoom in and let you see. They're walking from this cliff of bothering you and this cliff of sort of your world into this cliff of their world, and they're crossing it because they have some new information and they have that enlightenment, that pentacle moment that comes in. I think they cross over that section, right? Because of Death and Rebirth, because the changes in there. Oh, we got Raphael. Thank you for your donation on PayPal. Let me know what your question is. I appreciate you. And yeah, I think they leave you. I think they exit stage left. Gorgeous. You know, Gorgeous, after all of that, if you like it, you better hit that like button. I'm just saying, I am just saying that like button is going to be your friend after that. Hopefully that resonated, you know. Deepika, thank you again for your donation. What did you want to ask me? Topeka wants to know. Well, I reconcile with the ex in the coming months. Ooh, that sounds like a half decent idea. I want to use this one. I want to use this one's one of my faves. It's the art, Revival Art. Ali is from London. Welcome, Ali. Dottie is here. What is going on? Good to see you as well. Desmond is back. Desmond, welcome to the stream, Desmond. How are you doing it? How are you doing it? All right. Deepika. Coming months, am I going to reconcile with this ex? Am I going to get it done? Am I going to get it done and find out how that goes? Oh, man. Because, you know, a little makeup sex is all you need in life. I'm just saying. Ali, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. The Eight of Coins. is good. The Three of Cups is good. And the Queen of Cups is good. I think that's a thumbs up. Priscilla, welcome to the stream. I think that's a thumbs up. I think that is a thumbs up indeed. Priscilla, I got your donation. Thank you again. I appreciate you. All right. Eight of Coins, Deepika. Eight of Coins says you got to work on it. Not a freebie. It's not something where you're going to stumble into it and all of a sudden, ooh, it worked. No. You're going to have to work on some stuff. Some of the stuff that didn't work, some of the stuff where we're incompatible, some of the stuff where we're just having problems, we have to work some of that out. I don't think that we can reconcile by just going back in and hoping for the best. This does need a plan of action so we don't run into the things that we did before. Right? We don't want to repeat. We don't repeat. We don't version 2. We want something that's going to be a little bit better. It's going to be a little bit better for us. And the Three of Cups says that is possible. This is an emotional situation, and it's going to take an emotional fix. I think that we're on different wavelengths. I think that we're on a little bit different wavelengths here, and we need to get back on it, right? We need to get that empathy back. We need to get the connection, the communication back. That's going to be key. The 3 says getting that connection, getting the emotional thing back, especially with the Queen of Cups. As we've grown emotionally between us, as we've grown emotionally apart, I think we can apply some of that and bring that in and be more successful. So, Deepika, that's a thumbs up. I mean, I already did the thumbs up little thingy. That is a thumbs up, and that is looking good for you indeed. Crystal's next. Crystal wants to know, does Stefan want me back right now? Does Stefan want me back right now, this very minute? Is Stefan watching the stream? Is Stefan watching the stream and saying, that's a lot of tarot decks? Stefan, that is a lot of tarot decks. If you're watching the stream, Stefan, you're correct. That's a hell of a lot of tarot decks. That is my tarot tower, Stefan. If you're not watching the stream, why am I even talking to you? I mean, I'm just asking a question. This is the Celtic or the Celtic tarot. It depends on how you want to pronounce it. I don't care. You know, you say potato, I say potato. Let's call the whole thing off. Okay, do they want me back right this moment, right now? Not later, not 10 minutes from now, not 10 minutes ago, but right now. Do they want me back? Do they want me back? 10 of Swords says hell no. That's a massive thumbs down. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Tarot Oracle, where's the lovely Christina? Christina is coming back from a pool party. Christina will be at her place in an hour. Anyway, so the Eight of Pentacles is interesting. Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords says no, and the Two of Cups says later. So your question was right now, and I had to thumbs down you already. If you want to know eventually, I think it's a thumbs up. This is interesting. You look at these cards combined. The Eight of Pentacles says the work that we do towards getting back together is basically wasted. It is. The Ten of Swords, the cutting card, the connection broken card. It feels like there's a lot of sort of things to dissuade us from going full steam on this. It feels like a lot of work is wasted. If we put energy into this, it could be disadvantageous for everybody. Later, though, I'm just saying, Crystal, later, though, we got the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is the connection coming back together. Two people getting back where they need to be. Two people getting the action back that they need to have. The Two of Cups is action-packed indeed. It's a sure. Let's get some love later. Right now, looks kind of bad. Let's wait. Let's delay. Let's get a little bit. Basically, the whole thing is like a Four of Swords card. Bella Girl, hello from California. Well, hello back from Texas. Hello back from the great state, the very hot state, the rainy state, the sometimes humid and miserable state of Texas. Will Ed take over when Dave gets the hell out? Okay, we know Dave's leaving. We had a very good all majors reading. If you missed it, you need to rewind. I mean, you need be kind, like Blockbuster used to say, be kind, rewind. Go back and look at the first read because it was a magnificent read. A lot of good news. And we want Rider Waite I guess we could go with my deck. My deck is damn near exact rider weight, so we'll do that. By the way, in case you wonder what my deck is, it's the Waterfall Tarot. It's available right now. I have it on sale for 20 something bucks. If you don't want a box, you're like, I don't really want a box. I got my own tarot tower, or I got some bags. I'm going to jam it in a bag. I'm just saying, if you got all that, you can get it for 20. Link in the description. You can get a no box for 20, or you can get the full thing for 40. Depends on how you want to go. As Wardy, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Will Ed take over? That's a yes. It's a yes indeed. The Sun says that Ed is the best one to do it. I think that you're in a situation to where you have a lot of people that could, you have a lot of people that kind of want to, a lot of people that do sort of do that. The Sun says Ed is probably the best choice. Chariot talks about him taking over. You have the Chariot in the last read. You have the Chariot in this read. The Chariot appears to be your friend tonight. I mean, the Chariot is like your soulmate card. I'm just saying. But it feels like that this is the best choice. And you do have two majors. This is a major night for you. I'm telling you the same. King of Wands is the fiery aspect that needs to happen. I think the problem is Ed may need to step up here. Ed may need to reevaluate some things, move some things around in order to make this happen. But overall, yes. Overall, yes, Ed is the best choice. And Ed is going to make it happen. And Leo Sun, you had the Sun card, which I thought was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious. I'm just saying now. All right. Priscilla had a question. Will we be homeowners again? Priscilla, welcome to the stream, by the way. I'm glad that you're here. Priscilla, this is my tarot tower. You like it? Priscilla, let me know, like first impressions. First impressions, Priscilla, let me know. Let me know. I want to see your first reaction to seeing this. Like, did you like, what in the world is that? That's a lot of tarot cards. I mean, what's your first reaction upon seeing that? I'm just asking the question. The mods, yes, the mods need a shout out. Shout out to all the mods. Shout out to Linda, who just joined, by the way. I appreciate everybody being here. All right. We're going to go and be a homeowner again. Is it possible? Is this going to be something that we can do? Can we do this stuff? Is that going to be all right? 3 of coins. Oh, it's all about money. It is about money. It is about money. Right now may be challenging. It may be challenging because homes are expensive as hell right now. Homes are not cheap. Homes are not cheap. 3 of coins, or maybe, Priscilla, there may be some work involved into getting back into a house. I didn't need to tell you that. You already knew that. So now Priscilla's like, I like the tower, but this is really obvious that I need money. But I'm telling you, the 3 of coins is working at it is going to be possible. You're actually building a home, putting a roof on a home. He's on top of a house working. I think that means it's basically a yes, but it requires work. Now we have 2 different cards, which is kind of fun to read through. Knight of Wands is the fiery aspect that you were hoping for. It is that taking that action, taking responsibility, getting everything done, getting in that mode of, yes, I want to go and get the house. This is exciting. Knight of Wands says, hell yes, let's do it 100%. Finding the house, though, Priscilla, that's the problem. There's the rub right there. Finding the house. Oh, man. I actually think you want to move somewhere else. Maybe not like far, far away, but I think at the end of the day, you may be moving someplace else. Maybe the area that you're in is not exactly optimal for getting a house. That's sort of where the 3 of Wands points, especially with the 6 of Swords. Now, Priscilla, this is a movement card. So you're moving to a different location, moving to a better place because of the scanning, because of the searching, the seeking that you did in the 3 of Wands has caused you to move with the 6 of Swords. So basically that's a thumbs up. That's a yes, but there's a lot of sort of, what ifs. There's a lot of stipulations within that. So hopefully that made a lot of sense. If it didn't, go back and watch it again, I guess. All right. Anyway, for the next read, we got Ollie. Ollie is in the next read, and Ollie wants to know something. Ollie wants to know something. I have no idea what Ollie wants to know. Let's find the name and click on it. You see anything in general? Hello from London. Hello to you. All right. I'll give you a quick one card read. Find out. Tammy, welcome to the stream. Do you see anything in general? Things are going better than you expected. Things are going a little bit better than you expected. And there's a reason for that. I think that things are lining up, but they're not going to line up for long. You kind of have to rush and move pretty quickly if you want some of the results. If you want some of the results that you need, I think you're going to have to sort of, pull those out. Those are not going to be something that just float along and you can grab them. Those are not going to be something that sort of comes easily. You have a lot of things going well for you quite well, but again, short time frame, need to grasp what you can and sort of take out anything that you can to get the final result that you sort of want in that. Again, it's a short time frame. Grab what you can, move with the aspects that you can see that you can actually take action on now, and that is going to be the big factor as that goes. Anyway, we got we got Eswardy. Eswardy has a question. Eswardy, will I get a good score in the competitive exams? Ooh, that's a good question. That is a good question indeed. If I'm going to take a competitive exam, I'm going to use the Heaven and Earth Tarot. Heaven and Earth Tarot screams competitive exams. Just saying. I am just saying that is what the Heaven and Earth Tarot screams, and it needs to be, and it needs to know. Okay. All right. That's Wardy. Let's find out about your exams. Tower. Oh, yeah. Cruelty. The Tower. Pain, pleasure. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say it's going to be challenging to get it. I think these may be more difficult than you're thinking they are. You do have defeat and cruelty. You do have some concern. I think you're coming with a bit of concern about this, right? You're a bit of concern about this, and concern for proper reason. I think the exams are a little more difficult, have a little more have a little more meat on the bone than maybe what you're used to with these kind of things. I think that you could be looking at a little bit more difficult situation than you had originally planned, basically. So, go forth and sort of try your best as that goes. Go forth and sort of try your best to prepare for the unexpected. Because basically, I think the unexpected is headed your way. Basically, I don't think there's a freebie here. This is definitely something where you do need to over-prepare. Definitely on that over-prepare, right? Priscilla, thank you for your sub. Appreciate you. I think of over-preparation, getting some of the things knocked out, getting all the little corners filled in, making sure that things are proper is going to be able to dodge the tower, but the tower is coming. There are some things going to hit you that you don't see coming that are not expected. The tower says those are on the way. So prepare for the best, prepare for the unexpected. That's going to be kind of the thing, right? Anyway, if you do that, you're going to be a lot better off than if you just follow the plain, straight line of, hoping for the best. I did the basics that I need to do. I don't think basics cover all of the bases as that goes. Anyway, let's find out about Kamel. When will Stefan and I say goodbye for good? Are we going to say goodbye for good? Well, I hope not. I hope not indeed. Somebody mentioned the Vox Arcana, and the Vox Arcana is what you will get. It's what you will get for Kamel. The Vox Arcana is what you will get for this one. Just saying, you're worried about that. Eswardy, just saying, it's right to be worried. It is prudent. It is very prudent sometimes to be concerned and to be a little bit more concerned. Unless you're Nakona and then you win all the scratch offs. I'm just saying, I'm just saying, unless you're Nakona and you win all of the scratch offs. But in the meantime, we have the heartbreak is pending. The heartbreak. When will Stefan and I say goodbye for good? When will I be rid of that person? I think it's coming. Oh, look at this. Look at this read. Look at this read. Okay, where you at? Right. Kamel, where you at? I'm just saying, look at this read. If you look in my book, if you don't have it, what are you thinking? Like, why don't you have this book? If you look in my book, you'll notice that we have the Ten of Swords, cutting termination. And Kamel, that's where you're headed for. That's what you want. Cutting termination, done for good. And the Ten of Swords samples, I actually have this reading to where you have this love that cuts, this love that terminates for good, the cutting for a good sword card. And in the meantime, look what you got. Look what you got. You got the Ten of Swords as the last card. It's literally an example in my freaking book. I'm telling you now, it will be soon. You do not have to wait very long. The Ten of Swords, the cutting, the termination, the finale is coming. It is coming indeed. The Fool says you are on that journey. You are on the way to that. That is something that is on the horizon. You're walking that direction. I think that is going to be something that's quite possible. Queen of Wands says that, this is something that you do need to sort of look at. This is something you do need to maybe prep for or anything like that. But overall, I think that's very close. I think it's very close. In fact, I would say a couple of months. I would say a couple of months, and that is going to be your ticket. That is going to be your ticket, my friend. It is coming. You're on the way. The Fool says we're going into ventures and adventure. I know. And all of that stuff. Tammy, you love the calming in my voice. Tammy, should I do ASMR? Tammy, what do you think? Should I start an ASMR? Maybe ASMR tarot. What do you think? I saw this on Twitch earlier. You know, we're doing the tarot cards today. We're doing the tarot cards today, and I just wanted you to know that there's 3 cards going out right now, and the 3 cards that we got are the Seven of Birds. And then we have the Pathfinder, and we have Coco coming in with the donation. Coco, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Coco, since we have the deck out already, we might as well use it. We might as well just use this deck. Coco wants to know, will I get married to the man I desire? That is better than getting married to the man that you don't desire. I gotta say, getting married to the man that you don't desire, probably not the best solution. May not be the best solution, I'm just saying. Unless they're rich. All right, I mean, if they're rich, Coco, if they're rich, I'm just saying. I'm just pointing this out, okay? I'm just pointing this out to the chat. Anyway, will I get married to the man I desire? And then we'll get one for soon. Five of Embers says that finding that man is going to be the first step. I know, Master of the Obvious. Yeah, I know. You came all the way to this channel, and now I said something that's super obvious, and now you're smacking your head in frustration. I understand, but I mean, you haven't been here very long if you're doing that, because I am the master of making people frustrated. Five of Embers does say there's some conflict, there's some delays, there's some things we need to work on in order to get that. Vessel, though, that Ace of Cups, that's pretty damn exciting. That does say that you will meet this man. You will have this immediate interest. It will be a soulmate connection. It will be something fantastic. And the Five of Birds, though, it does say there's some miscommunication. Things don't go well at first. You do have some problems getting it on, getting it up, maybe. I don't know. You do have some problems sort of getting that moving and whatnot. But the Maze says if you're willing to sort of walk the journey with this particular person, I think that you can indeed get married to them. So it is a bit of a thumbs up, thumbs down combo. I mean, it's difficult to find it. It's difficult to sort of get into that mode. The Maze says we do have to walk through the maze, find where the cheese is in the maze, almost like a rat. But at the end of the day, if you're willing to sort of, navigate the path, if you're willing to work through the miscommunication, I think that you have a lot of possibilities. I think that is an absolute yes. Speaking of yes, Rose is here. Rose Flower, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. By the way, we're ending soon. We eventually have to end and go eat a banana. Where's my ending soon screen? There it is. Ending soon. We eventually have to go eat a banana. And go visit Christina. All right. Oh, man. What are we doing? We got the Tarot Tower. We got, we got Rose. This is your deck. Rose, I thought of you when I saw this deck. I'm not going to lie. I thought of you when I saw this deck. I got excited. Over here. Should I start doing cartomancy readings online? Rose, great question. Let's use the Meraki Tarot and see if the cartomancy is going to be your thing. Is that maybe your thing? That may not be your thing? Oh, man. Let's get that. The last reading of the night, by the way. Last reading. Bella Girl, when is the next live reading? Every night. Bella Girl, I'm here every single night for the rest of your life. 6:30 p.m. Central, forever. Just saying. So, just saying. Anyway. 4 of Cups, Clarity, 10 of Wands, and the Star. Okay. Star does say this is something you're meant to do, something that you should do. Yes, something that you should do. Absolutely. Star says this is your destiny. Reading online is going to be greatly beneficial. It's going to be very exciting. It's going to be very powerful. Something that you do that's really going to give you the energy and all of that stuff. You got to take it slow, okay? Don't get into the 10 of Wands situation. You got to take a deep breath. All right, Rose, you got to take a deep breath. You got to relax. You got to keep it simple. Start off small. Start off simple. If you want a complete guide, to going online, I do have a section in my book, Making Money with Tarot, where I give you a complete guide for equipment and all the stuff that you need to start and general advice and whatnot. I'm just saying, don't take on too much. Start easy. You don't need to collect 10 million decks. You don't need a tarot tower. You don't need all of the fancy little intros, with the butterflies and you don't need all that. You need something simple. Start simple so you don't weigh yourself down with a 10 of Wands. Clarity, you need to figure out what exactly you want to do. This is exactly what you want to do. I think if you just go in there and you wander around like a lost puppy, it's not going to be good. You're going to be acting like a lost puppy. That's not your thing. Clarity card, figure out what you want to do and do that. Figure out what you're going to be good at and do that. Figure out what you think people want to see and do that. Okay, basically that is a massive thing. Star says that is going to be your magic. That is going to be where you want to be. That is the end of my show too. Thank you for being here. We'll see you tomorrow at 6:30 Central.
Try to make it new. You can't fight it when it feels so true. You drive me crazy like no one else. The final moment before I lose myself. And it's no use working 9 to 5.